10 critical signs that could cost your dog its life. Families are the most vital part of our life. When we get a pet into our family, it becomes a part of our family, and we try every possible thing to keep it safe and healthy. Yes, vaccinations and regular visits to the vet are pretty mandatory, but there are several things to watch out for between these visits. You don't want your dog to become ill because you ignored a clear warning of a serious condition. Keep an eye out for these 10 warning signals that your dog needs to see a veterinarian right away. Number 10. Aggressive or unusual behavior. When your dog's behavior turns for the worse, it's a sign that something is wrong. Your dog can exhibit the same behavior as people when unwell or in pain. Do not assume that an increase in barking, growling, pacing, or other violent or restless conduct is simply a behavioral issue. It could be a sign of an underlying problem that is causing extreme discomfort or confusion. The first step is to schedule an appointment with a veterinarian so that the dog can be examined for diseases and injuries. Number 9. Wincing, whining, or crying. It is the most obvious sign. All 3 of these behaviors suggest that your dog has been injured or is in pain. If you start petting your dog and they back away or whimper, you know something is wrong. To discover the problem, your pet may require X-rays and a thorough checkup from the vet. Number 8. Rashes or skin and hair changes. Skin rashes, commonly known as hives or urticaria, are red, swollen, itchy spots of skin. Symptoms generally occur within minutes or hours of being exposed to a specific trigger. Rashes on the skin can also be followed by fever, lethargy, or a loss of appetite. They can be uncomfortable and irritating, not to mention they could also progress to a skin infection without the proper treatment, necessitating veterinarian care and attention. The reasons that might cause skin rashes in dogs are numerous. Among the most popular are bacteria, viruses, fungus, fleas, mites, and other external parasites. Like in humans, the skin is the body's biggest organ. Its primary role is to shield the body from the outer world by functioning as a wall. So a dog's skin can indicate a lot about its health and well-being. Pay attention to it, and if something feels off, don't hesitate to ask your vet. Number 7. Eye discharge. If your dog gets clear eye discharge, it's likely due to allergies or something physical, such as dust in the eye or wind in the face. A watery secretion of mucus from one eye often indicates a foreign object, such as an eyelash, but yellow, green, or pus-like eye discharge might signal a severe illness. Always consult your veterinarian to determine the reason for your dog's eye discharge, since some issues can result in blindness and removal of an eye if left untreated. Conjunctivitis, which is the swelling of your dog's eye lining, can be identified by mucus, yellow-green pus, or a watery eye discharge. Conjunctivitis can be caused by various factors including allergies, injuries, birth anomalies, tear duct difficulties, dry eye, distemper, or even malignancies. Other symptoms of conjunctivitis include incredibly red eyes, inflammation, excessive blinking, squinting, crusty eyes, pawing at the eyes, or closing the eyes. To cure conjunctivitis, it's necessary to figure out what caused it. Treatments can include removing the irritant and calming the region with painkillers, antibiotics, and saline washes to control the infection. Surgery to correct duct abnormalities or birth deformities, and antihistamines if it's allergies. Number 6. Poor balance or difficulty with regular movement. Is your dog losing its balance, trembling, or collapsing? The loss of balance in your dog might result from a major medical problem such as poisoning, stroke, accident, or illness. If your dog suddenly loses balance, shakes, or stumbles, it can suffer from a potentially fatal underlying health condition. Their balance problems should be handled carefully since they might signify a medical emergency. If your dog is exhibiting symptoms, it's time to take them to the vet. Brain tumors are uncommon in dogs, but they can occur, especially in older dogs, and cause a general loss of balance, trembling, tripping, and staggering. Other symptoms of brain tumors could include behavioral changes or appetite, seizures, face tilt, swaying, a wide stance, incoordination, restlessness, flicking of the eye, head tremors, and signals of discomfort, depending on the location of the tumor. In dogs, inner ear infections are the most common cause of balance issues. If your dog has an ear infection, you can observe odor in or around the afflicted ear, head shaking and scratching, wandering in circles, eye flicks and redness, inflammation, or discharge. Number 5. Lack of energy or lethargy. Lethargy and weakness are typical yet ambiguous indications of sickness in dogs, and a variety of factors, some of which are pretty dangerous, might cause your dog to become weak or lethargic. Infection, illness, discomfort, and medicine can all cause your dog to become sluggish and weak. And because weakness and lethargy can be symptoms of anything from a chronic ailment to a life-threatening illness, you should immediately consult your vet. Number 4. Vomiting or changes in stool. You must probably be worried if you've noticed blood in your dog's feces or vomit. What can be the cause? Should you go to an emergency veterinarian? The most prevalent causes of bloody vomit or stool changes in dogs are gastroenteritis with hemorrhage, ulcers in the stomach, and infection from a virus or bacterium. Weight loss, fluid loss, dehydration, tiredness, electrolyte imbalances, hypovolemic shock, and hemoconcentration are some of the other symptoms that can appear if your dog is vomiting or having diarrhea all the time. Regardless of the reason, changes in stool and vomiting are a medical emergency that can be deadly if left untreated, so quick veterinarian attention is required. Number 3. Difficult or rapid breathing. Rapid breathing in dogs can be caused by excitement or exertion. It is also one of the most important ways a dog controls its body temperature. However, be aware that fast or heavy breathing is an early indicator of heat stroke and should be regularly watched. Your dog can drool far more than usual and appear to be choking or in pain. They can also create loud sounds like snorting or rasping. Another indicator of irregular breathing is when your dog is panting or breathing excessively but isn't warm or active. One should take heavy breathing in dogs seriously if their mouth is open wide and you can see their nostrils moving. Dogs with respiratory problems can also stand or sleep with their neck extended out and elbows side out, and they can feel upset if you interact with them. Examine their sides and abdomen to determine whether they move in and out more obviously or faster than usual, and pay special attention to their tongue and gums. Contact your veterinarian at once if they are an odd color, especially if they have a blue or blue-purple tinge. Number 2. Drinking a lot or too little. It is critical to monitor your pet's water consumption since too little can cause dehydration, urinary tract disorders like kidney stones, and organ damage. Furthermore, drinking too much water might be harmful. In addition, the amount of water your dog drinks might indicate an underlying ailment. Dogs with pancreatitis, parvovirus, and leptospirosis do not drink a lot of water. Still, a developing bladder infection, other forms of illness, or a metabolic condition like Cushing's disease or diabetes might produce excessive thirst and water intake. So, if your pet is consuming less or more water than usual, consult your vet to rule out an underlying problem. Number 1. Change in eating habits. There are several chief causes of decreased appetite in dogs. A dog's body alters as they become older. Their sensitivity to smell and taste declines, which can cause them to shift their food preferences or reduce the joy they feel at meals. Furthermore, because they exercise and roam around less, older dogs cannot waste as much energy, clarifying why they aren't as hungry as they once were. No matter how minor, any change in habits might impact your dog's appetite. Traveling or changing places can generate stress in your dog, which can cause changes in their appetite since they are uncomfortable with the transition. More minor changes, such as a new dish, a changed feeding schedule, or new dog food, can also take some time to adapt to. If your dog is sick or wounded, it may not feel hungry or might be enduring pain while eating. Infections, as well as cardiovascular and gastrointestinal problems, can induce a decrease or lack of appetite. If your dog has tooth or gum damage, eating might be uncomfortable, driving them to avoid food. Contact the caring experts if your beloved dog shows any of these indicators or behaviors. A brief checkup provides peace of mind and ensures that your pet lives a happy and healthy life. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.